Hey, right guys, TheTrophyMuncher's Joe here, and today we are watching and reacting to the Netflix series Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is redoing the Scott Pilgrim, not film. They've got all the voice actors and the actors from the film to voice act their characters in this show, but it's going to be like a retelling of that story done a little bit differently. So I'm down for that. I really enjoyed the Scott Pilgrim film. I've not read the comics or anything, but I know shoot me. I've not even played the game. That game that came out in, I don't know what year it was. It wasn't meant to be great or anything, but yeah, I really enjoyed the film. I've watched it a few times through the years. I actually saw it in the cinema when it was originally released. I don't know how old I was because I want to say it came out in 2010, something around there. So I would have been, how old would I have been? Maybe like 15 or something, or 14 when it came out. I was young, and I really enjoyed it straight away. And then I've watched it probably about 4 times throughout my lifespan. I remember having a crush on Ramona Flowers when I was young. I mean, still, Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I mean, who doesn't have a crush on her, to be fair? So, yeah, it's cool that they got all the voice actors back as well. And I'm very curious what they kind of plan to do with this show, if it's going to be very different to what they did with the film or kind of similar. But yeah, we've got how many episodes? All 8 episodes. We're not going to do them all today. Obviously, we'll try to do one maybe every single day because it's fairly short at 25 minutes per episode. So if you enjoy, make sure to leave a like because it does help the video and it does help the channel. And if you want the early and uncut reactions to Scott Pilgrim Takes Off and every other show that I do, then Patreon will of course be linked down below if you do want to join us over on there. But for now, episode 1, let's do this. Oh, hell yeah. Some scenes have a strobe effect that may affect some viewers. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Hell yeah, I've got like an anime intro and everything. I'm down for that. Hell yeah, these designs are cute already. We got boy Roman Roy in here as well. It's weird, when I was watching Succession, I was like, I recognise Kieran Culkin from something, and then reminded myself it was Scott Pilgrim. Kieran Culkin, Chris Evans, Anna Kendrick, Brie Larson, Audrey Plaza. Jason, just so many good actors here. I love that they got them all back for it. Rollerblading in what looks like sand.
The girl of my dreams?
Kind of impressive.
Care even less now.
Kieran Culkin, my boy. Who better win an Emmy, by the way? I'll be sad otherwise.
Cool hair and wheels.
Wow, so specific. When are you getting your own place?
Isn't this my place?
No, I let you crash here one time and you never left.
Well, his feet are massive as well.
Ooh, can I have some?
Some of my coffee?
What belongs to him? Just his coat. Nothing else. That's literally just from the film, like little places. I'm just going to go ahead and assume most of it will be kind of like the film, and then I won't have to keep mentioning it every 3 seconds. Hell yeah. That guy's got the vocal chops. I don't know if they'll make Scott Pilgrim less of a prick in this show. Oh, this is pretty good.
Best band of all time. We're not.
Hey, you never know.
And what is she? She's sort of my girlfriend?
Scott, your life is so interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that was sarcasm.
Yeah, that was the most sarcastic sarcasm probably ever, to be fair. Juice and cola. What the hell? Ramona Flowers? Yep, there she is. It begins. The girl from his dreams. Fun fact, she might be real. I want to watch the film now. Damn it!
But in the early 90s, there were 2 different Sonic cartoons airing at the same time. And the same guy played Sonic in both shows. Isn't that wild?
That is
the
very
same guy playing
wild.
2 different versions of the same guy? Well, maybe you didn't watch cartoons, or...
Sweated instantly.
Are you real?
Did you just ask me if I was real?
No, I was talking to someone else. Bye.
Wow, the thoughts got the better of him there. Could have been worse, is what I'll say to that.
Ah, why are you here?
I'm a +1.
There were
Audrey
no plus
Plaza.
ones. Everyone here
You
is
think
someone
Scott
I invited
sucks?
personally. Got a job delivering DVDs for Netflix.
DVDs for Netflix.
I'm like her only friend in town.
She needs friends.
Oh yeah, Netflix used to actually deliver DVDs. I don't know if that was in the UK. It probably was. We had Love Film, but I think Netflix maybe bought Love Film or something like that. I might have just made all of that up.
Ooh, the game is over too. It's over a second time. That sounds fun.
That was easy.
But are you waiting for the DVD? It's gonna take a bit.
I saw this scene on Twitter and everyone was saying, like, "Ah, it just doesn't work as well as the film." Which it doesn't, we'll make that very clear. But it did come the next day, though. That's kind of impressive.
Are you the person in my dreams?
Bro, you can't just say that to people.
Anyway, wanna go out sometime?
Bro, his
You
shot is
wanna
shot.
go on a date?
Easy.
With me?
Doesn't have to be a date. You're new in town, I'm old in town. What do you think?
So you don't have a girlfriend then, Scott?
Obviously, one of us went to Professor Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters, and one of us did not.
Is that a Sonic thing?
Oh god, come on, Ramona. This is before, like, everyone watched Marvel films, I guess.
Is Gideon a boyfriend?
He's a friend.
Gideon. Is that the first X that he fires? I can't remember the order.
Where are you from?
Up north.
Ah,
Mars.
then you're used
I
to
swear
this
they were
kind of
flying
weather,
on
right?
planets 5 minutes ago.
I grew up in the mountains, man.
Up in the
Did you do a lot of
boonies. Oh, who's this guy? Oh, is that Gideon? Jesus, bro. How much does that cost, all those screens?
Ramona! I can't see you!
Relax. Take my hand.
I mean, you don't see her. Pink hair shining everywhere.
There should be a door around here.
Oh yeah, the door.
I'll make us some tea.
The tea scene. Everyone loved the tea scene back in 2010. Bro, he's panicking, God. See, they've got boob physics in there and everything. It really is
I'm just
trying to be an
cold.
anime.
Does this help?
Oh.
I'm cold too.
Oh. Now this, it just has to be a dream at that point. There's no way Scott Pilgrim got Ramona flowers.
Maybe we could both get under it while it's on the bed, since we're both cold.
Smooth talker, this guy. Yeah, that was the scene there. Everyone loved that scene.
You can sleep in my bed. And I reserve the right to change my mind about the sex later.
Bloody hell.
Awesome.
The end.
I just wanted to say thanks for creating this league. It's pretty high concept.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't bring you
great.
here for flattery. Things have taken a turn. Scott Pilgrim, 23 years old, lives in Toronto, Canada, jobless, hopeless.
Jobless and hopeless. Oh my god.
Our intel says they've never kissed, but they did hold hands once.
Does Ramona know?
He hasn't told her yet.
I feel like they just skipped a load of scenes from when he's I forgot a name.
I hope Scott Pilgrim enjoys the final few days of his precious little life.
XD, oh my god. Well, everyone used to do that. Maybe not everyone, that might be a push, but my god.
I have to work, so you have to leave.
Get gone, bro. Yo, I thought the cat just pissed, but it was just the tap sound.
9 p.m., the Rocket. I'll be there.
He's feeling himself now. Yep. Jesus.
Wondering why I never came home last night?
Congrats. You need to break up with your fake high school girlfriend.
Do I have to?
I think you have to, Scott.
Dating?
Knives thinks you are.
Knives.
And
That's
Knives
the
is an
one.
angel. You need to end it immediately. By the way, there's a letter for you.
You're gonna die, blah,
Dear
blah,
Mr.
blah, blah,
Pilgrim,
blah.
My name is Matthew Patel.
Boring.
I challenge you to a
This is boring.
League of Evil Exes. More like a League of Boring.
Oh, that wasn't as good. No! I feel like so far, any scene that's we've not had before is good, and then any scene that's you could do side-by-side comparisons with. It's not the show's fault, it's just obviously you're going to compare the scenes, it's just inevitable. It's like The Last of Us and then comparing it with the game.
I feel so excited I might actually pass out.
Boy, sure seems like nobody delivered crushing news to you today.
Oh yeah.
Crushing? Like, you're better than him. Just know that, okay? Better than who?
I mean, you should get the hint from just that alone.
Crashing the boy's flake?
Is that a robot on the back? What the
I
hell?
heard they were changing it to just Crash and losing the boy.
There's only one way to find out if we suck, and that's by playing.
That's the spirit, Scott. Rally the troops. Oh, I hope they do Brie Larson's song. That's the best one. Black Sheep. That'd be like, what, ep 5? 4? Ep 4?
I'm kind of seeing someone in the band.
Seeing someone? Let's
I am
let's
too.
calm down.
Who are you dating in the
Oh, no, it's just died. Okay. I mean, you can assume you're doing a good job based on that. Oh, here we go. It's time.
Pilgrim.
Hell yeah.
It is I,
I love this guy.
Ramona's first evil ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, not Gideon yet. Gideon's the last one, isn't it?
Cool.
The mastermind.
It's said Ramona Flowers has 7 evil exes, each more powerful than the
Oh,
last.
is that one Chris Evans?
All of whom you must defeat in order to date her.
Oh yeah. I assume we'll get 1 X per episode then.
It was football season, and for some reason, all the little jocks.
Maeve Wiley.
Matthew Patel was the only non-white, non-jock boy in school.
Non-white, non-jock.
We only kissed once, and we were quits after something like a week and a half.
Does that count as an X?
And by that time, he lived far, far away.
He's stressing.
All fair in love and...
War?
That's the one.
I think it's war.
It's definitely war.
Time to fight!
Good video game voice. Oh yeah. It's cool. Wow. Question marks? True. Wait. This isn't how it went.
One?
But that's not what happens. They knew that as well. Is this like a what if? Hey, fair enough. They knew what we thought was going to happen, and kind of flipped it on that one. So okay, okay. I guess I'm going to check, because obviously with the film's what, 2 hours long, I want to say. So this is going to be 4 hours long. It's basically going to be double the length. So they're going to have to do some stuff to kind of delay certain scenes. And I feel like at this point we're probably like 1/4 of the way through the film anyway. So it's 1 hour 45. It's not even 2 hours. This is, I'm checking here. Yeah, he spends a lot more time with knives in the film. Okay, and then the scene we just had is 35 minutes into it. 35 minutes of the filmed already. So they definitely have to do some things to kind of delay getting through the story, or just add more things. So I assume what they did at the end of the episode there is going to be part of that, because they knew people who know the film are going to expect him to kind of win that fight, and him losing there kind of mixes it up a bit. So yeah, pretty good first episode. Animation was good. The voice acting, it sounds like the actors doing voices for their characters. I think a lot of people now are realising, I think it was Robert Pattinson who just did a voice for Hayao Miyazaki's new film. And it's just like, oh my god, you can't even recognise his voice. He's putting so much effort into it, and then you just get the actors who just come in, do the voice. I'm not saying they're doing a bad job, but it just sounds like the actors reading lines for the most part. So nothing super impressive there. And yeah, I feel like every scene that was where you can do a side-by-side comparison to the film, it just wasn't delivered as good. It didn't land as good, I feel. But that's going to be part of it. It is unfortunate that we're going to have those moments. I mean, they didn't have to do it side by side as what we got with the film. They could have done their own version of it, but I think the fact that they got all the original actors back and to do the voices of their characters and stuff, I think they're going to want to do certain scenes have side by side. So I felt like it was more the scenes that wasn't in the film, or we just got extended versions of those scenes. That's what was kind of the best part about this episode so far. So hopefully we get more of that as the show kind of goes on, and I assume that will be the case, because like I said, we're 1/3 of the way basically through the film at this point already, and we've only done 1 episode, so they're going to definitely have to add certain scenes for sure. But pretty good episode. We'll go I feel like it's probably a 7 out of 10 if you've never seen the Scott Pilgrim film. However, I have like 4 times, so every scene that was kind of the side by side to that just wasn't as good, which is, you know, like I say, not the show's fault. It's just inevitable when you kind of do add the side by sides, like with The Last of Us, as I referenced in the reaction. It's like any scene that was not some scenes were actually done better in the show, but for the most part the game crushed on what the show was doing, and this kind of seems to be the same as well. But pretty good. We'll go with 6.5 out of 10 for this episode, and I'll definitely come back for episode 2. It's very easy to kind of consume, but I think it's 6.5 for me, probably a 7 out of 10 if you hadn't seen the film, and if we're kind of trying to be fair of just parting it from that, I guess. But because there was so many, if it was 1 or 2, I wouldn't have noticed as much. But because there was so many that were very similar, it's hard not to notice it and take note of it. But thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the episode down below in the comments, and I'll see you next time for episode 2, which should be, I'll try and do 1 every day for the next 8 days or something. So subscribe if you want to check those out. Until next time, take care. Peace.